Quarter.
Okay, fans, now coming up the quarter.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Complete domination. What a game for Butler. He has 9 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor for him.
And Kevin, Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Nikola Mirotic, drafted as a late first-rounder, Clark, back in 2011. The Spanish star finally made his rookie debut in the NBA last season, and it was worth the wait.
It sure was, Kevin. I mean, once he started to get consistent PT, I mean, he was remarkable. Can run like the wind for a big guy, not that strong, but more aggressive than you'd think.
Harden with it. Butler covering. Jones dishes to Ariza. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
3-pointers. Snell. The Rockets pull it in.
It's a clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Gasol with the steal. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. And it's Butler missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy 3-pointer.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And injuries once again were a central theme of the Bulls season last year. Losing Rose was one thing, but then having Jimmy Butler lose a lot of time put them in such a tough spot.
Some changes for Chicago. McDermott's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Heinrich in for Rose. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And for the Bulls and injuries, a lot of teams plan for these type of things. There's only so much Clark you can do to mitigate losing your starting backcourt.
But I tell you, great respect and admiration for the Bulls for how they fought through the difficulty. I mean, their front court did what they could. The injuries, once again, I thought turned the Bulls from championship contenders to just a playoff team.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backboard.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long, Clark, as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Pau to go with 18 rebounds. I mean,
right. You
rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Jason Terry.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Mirotic, the screen. to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Gasol kicks to McDermott. No good. Good D by Ariza.
And with Powell, that 46-point game, he became the oldest player to get 45 points and 15 rebounds. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And a final point, guys, with Powell's career game. It's crazy to think that he did it while not being the first offensive option. I mean, he had been the go-to guy with his time in Memphis for so long.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Mirotic. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Brewers checked in.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Gasol kicks to Gibson. Back to Gasol. He trains the turnaround jump shot. Gasol's got 4 points in the quarter.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
McDermott can't get it to go. Gibson with the steal. And that one's good. And that's now 11 points for Jimmy Butler. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
It's stolen by Heinrich. Feeds it to Gasol. Beverly against Heinrich. Back to Gasol. 13 feet away. The shot is good off the backboard. Gasol's got 6.
And guys, Kirk Heinrich, a steady, reliable point guard, but not last season. Something went severely wrong with his shot to the point where he suffered career-low shooting percentages from the field and from three-point.
So for the Bulls, Noah comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Ejuan Moore checking in for Butler. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Harrell comes in for Jones. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Lawson in for Patrick Beverly.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Talking about Heinrich, the one thing you expect from him is consistency. But when he couldn't provide it last year, the team turned to a different backup point guard.
Exactly right, Kevin. Heinrich couldn't have felt good about becoming a third stringer, averaging the fewest minutes per game of his career last season.
The Bulls have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Tony Snell's checked in for McDermott. And it's Rose in for Kirk Heinrich. Noah the screen. Rose passes to Gibson. Back to Rose. And stolen by Lawson. Makes it off the glass. Lawson's got 8 points.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Outside Rose. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston. Terry comes in for Ty Lawson. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And a wide open look for Thornton. cannot hit.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Rose attacking. 3 quarters of play in a clip.